Been getting a lot of parts in the mail lately. I got my Pistons, they came in, and I also got my turbo upgrade, which I'm going to show a little bit, and a little bit of damage that actually happened to my old turbo from a ring failure, I guess 2 engines ago on my Waco engine. So we're getting rolling. I'm going to drop these off tomorrow and get this build going, and hopefully in 2 or 3, 4 weeks, we're up and running, and we'll get tuning. So here we go. So here's the Pistons. Really excited to show these. Put them up. Let's pull one of these puppies out. So here they are. They are really, really nice, and I am very happy with how they came out. Real nice valve reliefs. It's got a nice little small dome. FSR design means there's no side skirt and there's very minimal front and back skirt. Really just some nice pistons. Like, look at those things. So here's the FSR design. You can see how hollow these things are. There's really only support here. They're very lightweight, only about like 320 grams a piece. But let's just get some close-ups real quick. It's got the JE Tough skirt too. So again, these are for a 93.2 R crank, 147 millimeter rods. They're 11-to-1 compression, 84 millimeter bore. So it'll be a 2.6 liter again, like the last Darton engine. Just going from 10 to 11-to-1 compression, so it should help a crap ton with spool and low boost power. Also got, I think these are the oil rings. Then we got regular rings here. They're 84.25 millimeters, so but it's an 84 millimeter bore. So I'm gonna have to grind them down quite a bit. I had to go slightly bigger than an 84 millimeter bore because I had to hone it 2.5 thousandths. Then I got the pins. The pins and everything, the wrist pin pins, or wrist pin locks, I guess. But yeah, man, these things look sweet. Really happy with them. I also decided to upgrade the turbo while I'm upgrading the pistons. So here you can see is the new compressor wheel. It is a 67 millimeter diameter wheel with a 95 millimeter extruder, where this old one was 66.3 and 86 extruder. But the cool thing about this one is it actually has a reduced hub. You can see how much smaller the hub is on the new one, and it actually gives it about 2 more millimeters of inducer. So this is really closer to a 69 or 70 millimeter inducer wheel. And I know this wheel has done 900, 950 all-wheel horsepower and a ton of DSMs and BMW 6-cylinders and whatnot. So I should be able to push, probably 900 wheel horsepower on this thing. But you can see the difference between the two. This one is clearly much larger. And then it also included an already machined out compressor housing, so I don't have to machine out my other housing. So basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send the CHRI off to the shop, to a turbo shop, and then I gotta get a new turbine wheel too, which I'll show next what happened to that. So they're gonna replace the turbine wheel, do a rebuild, balance everything, and throw the CHRA together, and then I'll put the rest of it together when I get it back. And yeah, really excited for this new turbo. It's well, not new turbo, but just a new compressor wheel. I still have the same H1E 67x74 12 blade exhaust wheel and the 20 centimeter exhaust housing, which is about a 1.32 AR. It's a T3 housing. So it's a big boy, so should be able to push a lot of power out of this thing for, a pretty small package. So I'll show the disassembly of the old turbo, and we'll take a look at that. Just got to the shop and I'm going to start disassembling the turbo. Basically, you can see there's a little bit of damage to the turbine wheel. It's kind of bad there. There's a little bit. You can see there's a little bit here. There's a decent amount here. So this is most likely from when I cracked some of my top rings. So I'm just going to replace this thing. I don't really think it's worth trying to salvage or run it. They're like $100, and with all the money I'm putting into this build, it just doesn't make sense to not replace it. So I'm gonna start pulling this all apart. Basically what I do is get some big pliers, pull this O-ring off, pull this out, and then just pull the compressor and turbine wheel off the CHRA, and I'm just gonna send that into the turbo shop. So let's get started. So yeah, these things are a huge pain to get off. But we're gonna see if Big Blues can get them off. They love to slip out and whatnot, but we're gonna give it a try. Actually, usually they're easier getting off than putting them on. God. I'm gonna go get a screwdriver and try and work that out. Let's crank this up even more. God, I hate these things. Yeah. Nice. Compressor still looks really clean. Still spins really nice. A lot of metal actually went through this turbo too. So it's probably best that I'm getting it rebuilt. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull the compressor off. A little bit of oil in there. Not really sure what that's from. But I'm gonna go ahead and pull the wheels out and I'll take a look. It's actually probably just from oil leaking out of here. I don't feel like getting my blowtorch out to heat up the compressor wheel to get it off, so I'm just going to try tapping it out. Yeah, I mean, this compressor wheel is still in really good condition. I'll bring this home and I'll show a comparison of the new one. It looks significantly bigger actually. You can go ahead and pull this out. Shaft and everything, not too bad. A little carbon here is to be expected. So let me get my snap ring pliers. First these. Ow. Okay. Oh, these are a pain to get out. Here she comes. Oh, we just had it. There we go. Well, it's all still in pretty good condition. How much frickin' metals went through this thing? I mean, I assume, yeah, it's filtered oil, so I guess the metal's not really, you know. All right, not bad. CHRA looks pretty good. Should be salvageable. Cool. A little bit more close-up action. Bearings look great, actually. Thrust bearing looks good. really not bad. I'm gonna have them rebuild it anyway, just because I'm in here, so why not? But the bearings look good. CHRA looks good. I mean, this was a brand new one actually, so I'm not surprised it still looks good. Bearings still look pretty good in here. So I'm gonna have them clean it up, rebuild it, everything. Put the new wheel on it, and we should be set to go. So that's about it for this video. Just wanted to do a little quick update. So see you guys soon.